And hello, hello, hello. It is once again time for another episode of The Mind of James. I am your host, James. Been an interesting couple days, a week really. Um, so I haven't been to the doctor in, actually, before we get into that, Cincy Light. Still a fan favorite. And then we got Raz here, we got blueberry watermelon. Um, Yeah, this week has been a bit of a trial for me, but it all panned out in the end. Um, I don't, I haven't been to the doctor in years. I normally am a pretty healthy guy, even though my diet is, well, my diet's gotten better. We'll get into that, but my diet was crap. Man, it was processed foods and grease and fat, and you could imagine all kinds of things. Um, so I went to the doctor last Saturday to get blood work, and I am. It's been one of those kind of couple years where it's just like, what's gonna happen? You know what I mean? I don't. Anything could. Blood disease, cancer, this and that, and whatever. So I get my blood report, blood work report back, and I am sweating bullets, sweating bullets. But everything was in range. I just have high cholesterol. So I was like, okay, you know, we're good. We're good. High cholesterol. And then my mind started running down rabbit holes. Like, okay, so let me give you a little background to where my mind went. So my dad had a heart attack years ago, quadruple bypass surgery. Um, and it was a scary time for me. Number one, because it was my dad. Number two, I got to see him laying in the hospital bed with all the machines hooked up, and I was just, man, I was a mess. Because that's my dad, like, I just, something about it, just like, it's going to come a day where he's going to pass on, and I'm going to lose my shit, you know? We're all going to die. You know what I mean? It doesn't make it any easier that we all know that, but we're all going to die. So when I got my blood report back and I saw the high cholesterol, I was like, ooh, wait a minute. My dad had a heart attack. We've got, predisposition for heart disease in our family, and I was just like, oh man, here we go. So the high cholesterol worried me to death, almost to death. I'm still here. But I was going down these rabbit holes, and I was just not in a good space about it. But I had a follow up appointment with the doctor. She went through it with me, and she was like, "Look, at your age of 36, high cholesterol, we're not going to worry about it so much. It's not on it it's not going to affect you that much. What we can do is that what it means is that it's reversible. So right now, if you start eating healthier and taking care of yourself better, I mean, I go to the gym Monday through Friday, an hour of the day, half hour cardio, half hour weights. The weekend, I kind of let myself go. But through the week, I do like grapes and yogurt and bananas. The V8 splash juice I just started buying. But there was one hindrance. There's two hindrances actually. Number one is that like Monster Energy drinks. Um, for 2 weeks straight, I was doing two a days because I was streaming during the day, working at night. So I was like, we need some caffeine to get you there. Um, that probably didn't help the cholesterol test at all. So today was the first day I had it, or excuse me, let me take that back. Friday, yesterday, I had my first monster of the week. Um, and then today I had another monster for streaming. And this past week I've been no monsters, and I got to tell you, feel a lot better. My hips feel better because I was having a huge problem with my hips. Um, just something wasn't right. Something was hurting real bad. I could barely stand up at the end of a work shift. Um, Made my workouts a lot worse. But now, like since I'm not drinking these monsters, it cleared up pretty quick. It cleared up pretty quick. So we're gonna continue with the healthy foods: pizza with cauliflower bread, grapes, bananas, yogurt. Um, but the second hindrance, and if anybody knows what I'm talking about when I say this and feels it in their bones, you're gonna relate. Vending machines. There's a vending machine at work that has Nutter Butters, Cheez Its, pretzels, Lay's potato chips. Man, I gotta break that habit. Because my inner fat guy comes in and goes, ooh, I love me some Nutter Butters. Love me some Nutter Butters. So we got to break that habit. Um, and the thing is that when you go to the doctor, if you haven't been in a while, expect the unexpected. You know what I mean? Just meaning is that you're gonna have something on your report that you're not gonna like. And if you don't like doctors, if you don't like, let's just say it. If you think they're full of shit, do your own research when you get your lab report. You know what I mean? That's what I did too. I copied and pasted what this code meant, Googled it, it told me what it meant. So if I saw anything out of the norm, I just copied and pasted it and went to Google. You know what I mean? But it's a good idea to go get some blood work done, see where you're at, um, and go from there. You know what I mean? So as of right now, I am a healthy 36-year-old male. So I'm happy about that. I'm real happy about that. I'm very happy that I feel like there's a new lease on life, and um, it's one of those things where I just am. I'm more aware of my health now. I'm more aware that I need to quit drinking these monsters daily. Um, I need to drink more water, and could probably step it up in the gym a little bit. You know what I mean? But I use the gym as a maintenance thing, like just to keep some physical activity somewhere. Because like the work I do, it's not very physically demanding, but if your body gets used to it, so you got to introduce something else. I want to try getting into jiu-jitsu or some kind of martial arts, some kind of thing, or maybe go on some walks. You know, hit a park one day and just walk it. Um, but yeah, I mean, I'm not a very physically active guy until besides the gym. And when I first got home from Colorado, I used the gym as just to get out of my parents' house because I was living there, and it just became a habit. I enjoy going to the gym. I enjoy working out. I enjoy that feeling it gives you where you like, okay, you did a damn good job at the gym. You wake up feeling good. I mean, it's the little, when you get older, when you're in your 20, when I was in my 20s, I didn't give a shit about my health. I was like, you know what? If I croak, I croak. Now at the age of 36, I'm like, gotta start taking care of it now so it doesn't bite me in the ass later. You know what I mean? Um, and it's really weird how that happens. It's weird how it happens. You get to the point of just like I you just stand there and look at yourself one day in the mirror like, you actually care about your health now? Like, okay, let's see where it goes. They say health is wealth. So I say, $100 million is wealth too. You know, I mean, it depends. It's perspective. But I mean, like, if you care about your health, you will care about it. If you care about your money, you will care about it. If you care about your wealth financially, you'll care about it. So it's all perspective. So when you hear someone say health is wealth, what does he do? Is he a nutrition doctor or a physical trainer? You'll say someone else will say health is wealth. Are they a multimillionaire? Okay, you know what I mean. If your bank account's healthy, then you're healthy. Which can be true because you can literally afford anything on the planet. So like I said, it's all in perspective. Um, but I encourage everybody to at least go get their blood work done to make sure that they're, your enzymes, your platelet, your white blood cell count, your red blood cell count, all that shit, just to give you a preliminary idea of where you're at. Um, and then, like I said, I got two hindrances: monsters and vending machines. So, gotta break it. Um, but yeah, I really had a good run in with my mortality. Now, when I think about mortality, it's always in the back of my mind. I could walk out of my apartment complex and get hit by a vegetable truck. I don't like vegetables. You'll never see me eat one, except for like raw carrots. That's about where I start and end. So it would be God's little joke to just hit me with a vegetable truck. You know what I mean? Or I could walk out a building and a small little meteorite hits me in the head. You never know. You never know. So, but my point being is that it was in the back of my head forever. And now to finally have it in the front of my head, thinking about it consciously, it had me a little scared. The high cholesterol had me a little scared because I didn't want to turn 37 and have a massive heart attack. You know what I mean? So now every Friday I hit the Hooters, have me a burger and a beer. Today, actually, I went to Red Robin's. Um, haven't been there in a minute, and it was good. Found out that they have bottomless fries. So I might go back there. But I am a loyal customer to Hooters right now. Um, so, I mean, hey, take care of yourself. PSA, take care of yourself. Walk. If that's the only thing you can do, just take a walk. And for me, with the gym, it was a slow step. When I first started going to the gym, I just do an hour on the treadmill just to get an idea of me being there. You know what I mean? So I now, like I said, I do a half hour on the treadmill. Mondays is leg day, so it's a half hour on the bike. Um, but a half hour cardio, half hour of weights, and that'll do you. You know, that'll do you. But it definitely scares you when you see someone in your report and you're like, I am scared of that and I want to take care of it and make sure it gets better. So that's what I did. So consciously, I am aware. Now I need to work on my cholesterol, which the doctor told me fiber gummies will take care of that. So tomorrow at the grocery store, we're going to get some fiber gummies and we're going to shit a lot. So hopefully we shit out all that cholesterol. Um, what else has been going? Streaming has been going really good. Hit the 300 follower mark. When I started my streaming here, when I got back in Ohio, I had one follower, and it was my personal account, me. Now I have 315 followers, and I couldn't be any more excited about that because when you come from having one follower to 315, and you see the views going up too, you see the views going up. And I don't pay for any promotion. I don't do any of that. All I do is I just put it out there and we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? Um, it's going good. I'm really enjoying streaming, and I'm really enjoying what it has to offer, and I'm reaching so many people. I've met so many new people, and I just enjoy it. You know, I really do enjoy it. So, you know, if you find something you like, enjoy it. And do it. Keep doing it. Um, find something you like, and the money will follow. So there you go. There's some other good advice. What's been going on else in my world? Um, I just really wanted to talk about my doctor's report and how I felt about it. I mean, you know, it was just one of those things where it's raining outside, really good. Um, but yeah, I mean, I just felt like I was just run. I just ran into mortality when I got my report back because I saw that high cholesterol. I was like, I'm fucked. And the doctor was like, no, at your age, you're good. You know, let's get it lower, but we're not going to be so concerned about it. But yeah, take care of yourself, man. I thought I'd never say that. To be perfectly honest with you, the way I was going, my diet, my way of thinking, I thought I was never ever gonna say that or never announce it to people. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Be healthy. It's never gonna be one of those people, and here I am. Drinking a cold beer, talking to you guys. Pop goes the beer can. Um, you know what? Time for the news. We've been going a little ham on. Let's see. Let's get that old Google up. Chevron advances plans to develop U.S. data centers with power generation. Awesome. Kylo Ren discovers the true source of the Darth Vader's power on Tatooine. Okay. You know what? 8 Metallica songs that are still basically perfect. Creeping Death. I'll agree with that. Let's see. Number 7, No Leaf Clover. I haven't listened to that in a minute, but I'm gonna have to go back to and listen to it. The Things That Should Not Be. That's a really good one. God, that is such a good song. 1. Yeah. Yeah, I'll agree with it. Not my top favorite one to listen to, but it's a good one. Wherever I may roam, obviously. Moth and the Flame. They put Moth and the Flame on there. Really? That is such a good song. Now, if you want to hear a better version of Moth and the Flame, YouTube, if you go to YouTube, you search Metallica Moth and the Flame with Lady Gaga. They sang it on an award show. Now, what happened was that James Hetfield's mic went out during the actual show, but during the practice, the rehearsal, everything was sounding good. So go check it out, the practice one, because everything was functioning properly. Such a good song, though. Bleeding Me, I haven't listened to that in a minute. Seek and Destroy. They don't have Sad But True on here. Sad But True is my favorite Metallica song. How can you not have Sad But True on that? Ugh. XRP ETF decisions delayed. Traders rapidly accumulate Pi Network and XRP rival. The Pi Network is officially on the market. Let's see what it's trading at. I don't want to sign up. Just show me. OKX.com. OKX. Search. I want to see the Pi coin. It is up to $1.49 as of right now. But it's on the it's out there. It's out there. So I remember when I first started mining it, somebody was like, "Hey, mine this coin. It's going to go somewhere." So now it's on the market, just like Bitcoin. Remember what Bitcoin did? Everybody thought, Bitcoin, you dumbass. Now look at us. Even I said it, like, Bitcoin, what a stupid idea. I'm such a dumbass. But you live and learn. So hopefully Picoin does the same thing. Dragon Ball Daima reveals Goku can still turn Super Saiyan 4. Fantastic. Final Yellowstone Season 5 episodes are streaming this weekend, but not on Paramount Plus. Cool. We tested it. Here's how well Windows 11 performs on Mac Mini. Don't do it. Pi Day 2025, expanding their ecosystem. Picoin made it twice. Made it twice on the news. It really, truly changed my life in every possible way. Actor says Resident Evil Village role. Awesome. Metallica official trailer. Oh, they do have a show coming out on Metallica. Star Wars put Yoda's species name in front of us years ago. Cool. Apparently there was a blood moon, so cool. All right, looks like nothing really. Chevron advances plan to develop. Yeah, what? Okay, you're on here twice. Let's. Oil major recently entering permitting and engineering phases of centers and the electricity to supply them. Company, if Chevron's gonna move into the oil and gas industry, or the listen to me, they already are there. They plan on moving into the electricity game. You're kind of, robbing Peter to pay Paul, if you ask me, because like you need oil and gas to produce the electricity. It's look at let's take the windmill industry for example. You got to create the steel. You got to haul it out there. You got to put it up. You got to assemble it, and you got to maintain it. All of that requires oil and gas. How is the windmill industry requiring gas? I get it. You're going to put it up to pump out electricity for remote off-site work locations. I get that. That's understandable. But if you're telling me that like the electricity game is going to be a viable resource to the oil and gas and to replace oil and gas, I don't see it happening in my lifetime. I really don't. I really don't. Because it's a brand new technology. Look at Tesla. Tesla top of the food chain when it comes to EV vehicles. Top of the food chain. But you got to wonder, how do they get the electricity to do it? Oil and gas industry. So, what makes more sense? You know what I mean? But are we going to run out of it? You know what? Let's ask Google. Let's ask Google. Will oil and gas run out? Experts generally agree that fossil fuels, including oil and natural gas, are a finite resource and will eventually run out. 40 to 50 years. Let's see. While natural gas reserves the right to 50 to 60 years under current consumption rates. So it's not going to be in my lifetime. Because if I'm 36 now, I'll be 86. Probably dead. So yeah, I don't think it's going to be in my lifetime. Which means the generation after me is going to have to figure that shit out. I mean, you could do solar power. There's plenty of the sun. There's a lot of the sun. But I mean, you know, it's so dumb how we're looking. Let's go with a bigger picture. Oil and gas tycoons didn't look at it and go, this is just a round ball we're floating on, and it's not going to produce that much. By that much, I mean, let's just say 400 years, 500 years worth of supply. And then at our current consumption rate, we're going to cut that, let's just say 50 years. So 450 years, we'll max it out and say 450 years of oil and gas. And then we're going to move on to something else. I don't see how the next 200 years is going to maintain an oil and gas industry when it comes to being a viable resource for energy. I really don't. Because if we're floating on this green ball and we're making all these buildings and supply and demand of housing, at some point you're going to run out of it. At some point, it's you're going to just drain the earth of it and say, well, guess it's over. Like, you know, you guys better start thinking. You guys better start thinking somewhere else to go, you know? And I guess, you know, they're a lot smarter than me when it comes to this shit. But, you know, if you're just looking at it from outside in, everything good has to end. You know what I mean? Everything good has to end. Don't get me wrong. Would I love to work for an oil and gas company? Yeah. Did I have aspirations to do it? Yeah. Do I still? Kinda. You know what I mean? I keep getting told no. So, you know. But then again, you gotta, you know, I really have to look at it. Like if I were to get into the oil and gas industry, how much time would I be able to put into streaming and podcasting? You know what I mean? Would I have to devote my life to just the oil and gas industry? Or can I do both? You know, I don't know. So I'm thinking God has just got me sitting right here. Keep doing your thing, kid. Watch what I do. Is how I feel about it. So I'm kind of stuck in between that. You know what I mean? Like if I just pick, hey, do your thing, I'll take care of it, or get into the oil and gas industry. Either or. But there is no oil and gas here in Ohio. It's all in Colorado or Texas. So, or like Montana and shit. But like, I would move back to Colorado if Chevron came calling. I really would in a heartbeat. Like as a field operator or, something like that. Um, Texas, working the oil fields, the patch as they call it. So yeah, I mean, you don't know where life's going to take you. I don't know where my life is going to take me. All I know is that I just keep doing this every day, streaming, podcasts, work, and I'm going to let God sort it out. That's where I'm at. But if you do want to see more of me, and I hope you do, um, Twitch, I need 3 consecutive viewers on Twitch to get affiliate, and we're golden, baby. Twitch would be twitch.tv/ on the level 162. The Instagram for that is at on the level 162, and the TikTok is at on the level 162 gaming. For the podcast, um, Instagram is at mind of JPA. YouTube, search at mind of JPA. I want to thank everybody who supported me for this. Everybody who supported me on stream. Shouts out to I Get Stiff, that's a funny name. It's a great name. Shouts out to Graves. Shouts out to Forsaken Empire. And shouts out to Twitch and TikTok for hosting me. I want to thank all of you for joining me. I love you guys. Remember to stay safe out there, take care of yourself, and to fear God and keep His commandments. And I will see you on the next one.